What's happening, Vintage Breaks family? It's your boy Charlie G for another episode of Vintage Breaks West Wednesday Night Edition. I see we got Cody in the chat room tonight along with Sean. How you boys doing this evening? It was pretty awesome to get to meet you in person, Cody, and your brother-in-law. Had a good time in Las Vegas. Yeah, Cody, your Reds just messed up my free play parlay for the day. So, just want to let you know that happened. Excellent. Good to hear, Mr. Dooley. Give everybody a minute or two more to roll on in before I start going over the prizes we have tonight. Not yet, Cody. I keep betting on the Reds a little low in parlays. Because they're usually slated to win by a huge margin. What's up, Preston? How's it going tonight? Yeah, Cody at the end of the meal pulled the forgot to bring his wallet or something action. What's going on, Don? Alright, got some people in the room, so we'll go over the promos we have running tonight. As per the usual Vintage Breaks West standard, we've got the $3 all-night promo for a $50 break credit. Every $3 you spend will get you a shot at winning $50 break credit. We also have this little Roberto Clemente hanging out in the corner here. That is courtesy of Mr. Leighton Sheldon from his personal collection. It's going to be 121 entries at $21 an entry. It must close out to sell or to give it away. We'll randomize the list. First person on the list will get that beautiful 61 Clemente. It is a real beauty. Let's make that a little bigger there. It's a very nice looking card. Just a smidgy off center north to south. But otherwise, for 61, it's got beautiful color, beautiful center, good edges, good corners. Would be an excellent card to add to your collection. Oops. Let's see here. What else do we have going on tonight? So, I was inspired by Mr. Sam in the north, trying to step on my grounds here for doing 89 packs. So I pulled out some more $89 packs to give away to the Vintage Breaks community for my personal cases. And because it's Mr. Clemente's day, I've lowered the usual price down to $21. Every $21 you spend, you'll get a pack of $89, so you can go Ken Griffey Jr. hunting instead of the usual $50 as a bonus. So we're going to show the North how we do it out west with the 89 product. All right, we got some 78 football out of the gate, courtesy of Mr. Ryan Steele. I've also got a bounty on this Elements box. Guys, I really want to open this Elements box. It's the same bounty I was running the other night. It looks like there's only 3 spots left in the Elements box. We're just going to run it with the when we sell it out, the last 3 names, the last 3 spots will get randomized. Each spot will win a prize. First prize will get a 62 football set break spot and a pack of 1987 Topps football. Second place will get a $10 break credit plus a pack of 1987 Topps football. And third place will get a $1,000 VIP spot. We're also got the pack of the night, still because it's the beginning of football season. We got 1982 Topps football packs. I've got 6 of them. Every pack that sells out, I'll randomize the list. First person on the list will get a $10 break credit. I'll take all those. If we sell out all 6 packs, I'll take those 6 names. Everyone will win a prize. First prize will get a 62 football set break spot. Second place will get a $20 break credit. And 3rd through 6th will all get BAM spots. And that's what we have going on this evening to open the night. let's go see what Mr. Steele has done. We got a couple people here make some purchases. All right, Mr. Steele's going to get himself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just call it 8 89s. Yeah, Jeff, I hear you, man. The Cubs game, I had to turn it off. Chris in the north is going to hate me with all these packs I'll be sending her, but you know what? That's how we do. Looks like we got a couple other people made some opening purchases for this evening. Everybody wants to get a shot at that 61 Clemente. This one I dropped. I believe I only had one 78 football pack. Oh, I forgot to mention it was bingo too, guys. Jeez. Oh my god. I was sidetracked. We also have bingo. So we've got a 79 or earlier pack, which Ryan Steele just took care of. 90 to 2000 pack. Whoever sells it out will get these spots. And open a 2001 or later a pack. Kicker punter. Whoever sells out a basketball pack. Whoever finds a goalie. Whoever pulls a team checklist card. Whoever finds a catcher. Whoever finds a player named Charlie, Chuck, or Charles. And open a Star Wars or wrestling pack. The reason I remember this is because Donald took down 3 spots in a Star Wars pack. Also, Donald closed out a 1977 cloth pack, so Donald will open a 79 or earlier position right out of the gate. So let me take care of the bingo goals that have been covered. We've got 2 so far. Got one for Donald, one for Ryan Steele. Actually, sorry, Ryan Steele sold out the first pack. He sold out a 78 pack. The 78 football. I apologize. There we go. Okay, so Donald. Don't worry. We only have one more box of this to pull from, so I imagine the Clemente promo is gonna give away this box pretty quick. Yeah, Ryan, you did. We got you covered, brother. A little flurry of purchases there at the beginning. I get easily confused sometimes. All right, Don. I won't seal this up then until I get your other purchase in here then. I don't know if it's the Clemente or it's the 89 Donruss packs. I'm gonna think it's the 89 Donruss packs because I just want to be the the genius behind it, not Mr. Sheldon. But I'm pretty sure it's probably the Clemente you guys are after. Okay, we got the 1977 Star Wars 4th series. 156 coming up. We've got the 1978 Topps Football 276 right here. The 1977 Topps Cloth 308. Right here. Put Don on the Star Wars pack. All right, so let me check what Preston did. Preston looks like he got in on a little action. Preston gets himself a pack. All right, caught up with the purchases from out of the gate here. And now we can get to some breaking. So everybody enjoying the football season. It is excellent to see that back. It's been great being able to watch it. Oh, jeez. Man, Spellman, I don't like to hear that. I don't like to hear that. Okay, let me get these packs added to the break calendar. And we'll start some breaks. Now, Eric, be nice. As Cubs fans, we're aware that they're not good. They have just varying degrees of bad. Yeah, the Reds were off to a promising start, you know. Yeah, no, I'm excited for football season. Very excited for football season. Let's get these 3 packs loaded up and we'll start breaking. Yeah, Bengals-Bears game should be a good one to watch. I think the Bears are going to take down the Bengals handily, but I've been wrong in the past. I don't know if we did something to our back end or something, but it seems like the last week or two, the back end's been really slow for me. Alright. That should give me 3 to choose from. Alright. Is this a personal? No, it's not quite a personal. Well, yeah, I hope they stop starting Dalton. Oops. That's the big problem. Put the kid out there and see what he does. Yeah, it's, yeah. I don't believe in Andy Dalton, so, Alright, here we go. Let's break a pack of 78 Topps Football. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we're breaking a 1978 Topps Football Wax Pack number 276. We're going to randomize the list of names 4 times. Good luck to Brian Smith, Robert Ploss, and Ryan Steele, who has the rest of the pack. 4 times. Alright, Mr. Steele's at number 1. Brian Smith is at number 14. Good luck. There we go. Hit that break button and let's get going. Cody Cheek is an excellent person in person. I had the pleasure of meeting him over the last weekend up in Las Vegas. First card for you, Ryan, right here on top underneath the gum. Unfortunately, the Las Vegas card show was a disappointment in and of itself. But getting to meet a vintage breaker is always a good time. All right, out of the gate, Mr. Ryan Steele hits the Lions team card. So he'll take the team card spot on the bingo card with Horace King, David Hill, James Hunter, and Ken Sanders. We've previously ruled that these would count as team cards. There we go. Because they've got a team checklist on the back. So Ryan Steele, out of the gate, takes down another bingo spot. There we go. Spot number 2, we got Larry Hand. Centering wise, we're not too bad here. A little off left to right. Up to down might be a smidgy off, but not too shabby. Let's see if we can also get the punter kicker card out of this pack. Larry Poole. Centering is definitely pretty good. And we did hit a punter. Man. We're starting off the bingo card hot and heavy today. Wilbur Summers, the punter. So let's go ahead and get Mr. Steele another spot. What happened, Cody? You got into some accidents? What are you talking about, brother? We got Guy Morris. We got the Packers team checklist in spot 6. Got Mr. Barty Smith, Steve Odom, Steve Luke, Dave Purificatory, and MC McCoy. All right, for Robert Ploss, we've got ourselves the Bears, Ronald Harper. Great center on these cards. A little bit off, but not too bad. Really nice for 78. Waymond. Yeah, probably Waymond Bryant, spot 8. The rest of these are going to Ryan Steele except for card number 14. Terry Hermling. With Hermling. Mr. Gene Upshaw. Come on, guys. Julius Adams. Put you guys at separate corners. Spot 12, AJ Dillon. Put you guys in separate rooms. Spot 13 for the Broncos, Lewis Wright. I believe this is Dorsett's here. Unfortunately, we did not find Mr. Dorsett. Spot 14 for Brian Smith. It's going to take home the Falcons, John James, the punter. Unfortunately, we already found the punter for the bingo card tonight. And that's going to wrap up our 1978 Topps Football Wax Pack number 276. Thanks for watching. All right, that was pretty good for Mr. Steele. He got himself 3 bingo spots out of 1 pack. Pretty sure he bought this pack without knowing what was on the bingo cards. So you got some good luck there in the bingo department, Mr. Steele. All right. Up next, we've got a cloth pack. Remember, guys, we've got this 120 entries at $21 prize here for a beautiful 1961 Clemente. Plus, I think there's like almost pentadecadipage on the website with a bunch of the different level promos. Yes, sir, Mr. Spellman. So usually the first couple of spots seem to go is that we get really lucky out of the gate, and then it kind of slows down. If I pull a cloth, okay, if I pull a cloth Ryan, I'll eat the gum. I will agree to that. I will agree to that. All right, here we go. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. Real Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we're breaking our 307th, or 308th. We've broken 307 already. 1977 Topps Cloth Packs. And apparently I've just agreed to eating the gum if I pull the Nolan Ryan cloth card out here. So let's pull the Nolan Ryan cloth card for Donald. See, this I don't know, this gum is not healthy looking. That's not good. We do have a pretty decent player on top. Centering's actually really good for these. We actually got two really good players out of this pack. First, we got Andy Messersmith for the Braves. Oops. Yeah, for cloth cards, this is pretty darn well centered. Andy Messersmith. Second card's definitely better. It's not supposed to be healthy looking. And second card is Mr. Lou Brock. Fortunately, Mr. Lou Brock's a little off-center left to right. Looks like he's just got a little bit of edge wear on him. Well, that may be the card saver. But Lou Brock is your second card. That's a nice one. Going up to bat with double bat action. And then, of course, your checklist / puzzle card. All right, and that wraps up our 77 Topps Cloth Pack number 308. Thanks for watching. Yeah, guys, that's pretty disgusting. I mean, I would have loved to pull a Nolan Ryan for you, Donald, but I might have reneged on eating this gum. I don't like to renege on things, but that gum came out pretty horrid looking. Yeah, Jeff Spellman, yeah, I feel relieved. I feel very relieved. Let's see here. So we'll go ahead and do it back to back, guys. How about if I pull a How You Doing C3PO? I'll eat the gum out of this. How about that? I'm feeling risky tonight. Well, I saw her renege it, but I know that you guys would like harass me for the rest of my life, so I'd probably eat it just to get you guys to be quiet. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can find. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we're opening a 1977 Star Wars 4 Series pack. It's a personal for Donald. He did not want to share with the class. It's 156 one we've opened. Looking for the How You Doing C3PO. And I have boldly stated that if we pull the How You Doing C3PO out of this pack, I will eat the gum from 1977. This gum is 2 years older than I am. All right. See, now, I mean, not saying this gum is good, but it looks a heck of a lot better than that 77 cloth gum did, at least. At least it doesn't visibly look disgusting. All right, first card up. I believe this is what is referred to in the movie as the Sand People. As usual, it is off-center. I think I've only ever seen like one or two of these stickers that were like centered. That's first card for you, Donald. Second up here, we've got the Death Star Shootout. As usual with the 1977 Star Wars, pretty much any series you're looking for centering and lack of print defects. In this case, we've got really good centering. Unfortunately, we've got a couple fisheyes on the card. Easiest one probably sees that one in the top, kind of left third. Otherwise, it's a really clean card, very well centered. Nice card for you, Donald. Up next, we've got Instructing the Rebel Pilots. This one's a little bit off center, maybe a little corner wear. But a beautiful Star Wars card. All right. Up next, we've got a Stormtrooper is blasted. Unfortunately, the centering is going a little far off here, and the Stormtrooper is blasted. Next up, we've got Luke and Leia shortly before the raid. Back to really good centering, but at least one big fisheye on the left side here. But a beautiful photo from the movie. Luke and Leia shortly before the raid. Oh, here we go. We got ourselves Han Solo, played by Harrison Ford. His vertical card. Very nice card. Very hard card to find a good high grade. Little off center, some minor print dots on it. But that's a good hit for you, Donald. Congratulations, sir. That's a good one. And back to back, we got the young Star Warrior. Centering's a little bit better on this one. This one might be DNC. I don't see any major print dots on this one, or fisheyes. That's another great hit back to back for you, Donald. Nice looking card. All right, our last card is Searching for the Missing Droid. This is the last card, so it's the wax card. So it's got a little schmutz on the surface, and it's a little off center. All in all, probably one of the better centered packs we've opened in a while. And that's going to wrap up our 1977 Top Star Wars Pack 4 Series, number 156 for Donald. Thanks for watching. Yeah, Donald, that was a great pack. Centering on these was really good. And there were a couple that were really well centered without at least major print dots. That Han and that Luke Skywalker might... I'd probably look into maybe grading this. The young Star Warrior. I might even grade some of these other ones too. Really nice. Nice pack for you, Donald. Yeah, I got lucky on that one. I would have felt much more comfortable eating this piece of gum than that last one, because that last one was pretty disgusting. All right. All right. What do we got up next here, guys? Remember, I've got a bounty on the Elements box. We just have to sell 3 more spots. Those 3 people win prizes. First place, 62 football set break spot and a 1987 Topps football pack. Second place gets a $10 break credit and a 87 Topps football pack. And third place gets a $1,000 VIP spot. Also got our 82 Topps football packs. Looking for the LT and Roddy Lott rookie cards. $10 break credit will be randomized for each pack that's sold out. Of course, we're still looking for a pack between 1990 and 2000. Whoever sells one out, Look for a 2001 or later pack. Elements will qualify for that, guys. So if you buy all 3 spots, you'll get all 3 of those prizes, plus a spot on the bingo board. Need someone to sell a basketball pack of any variety that I happen to have. We need to find goalie cards. We're looking for soccer and hockey right here. We need to open some more baseball. Look for a catcher. We need to find ourselves a Charlie, Chuck, or Charles card. And then we'll be good to go to give away the bingo card. Or is there another product you guys would like to see bountied that I have available? We can see what I can do about that for you. Meantime, this is a pretty big prize up here for $21 a shot. Not to mention you get double dip and get some Ken Griffey Jr. 1989 pack ripping fun as well. Got a few more people watching tonight. Anybody have any plans for going to another baseball card convention here in the near future? The other night we were talking about it. Sounds like there's a big show coming up in Nashville. Another one up in Toronto. And of course, the big Philly show, which Vintage Breaks will be at. I will not be attending that one. It's a little far for me to travel for a baseball card show, but you never know. I think I might be trying to find one to go sometime in November. I will be attending the Las Vegas show. It's the first one by this particular event guy, the end of October. That should be interesting. Cody Cheek will have another opportunity to kidnap me. Let's see here. Oh, we got 15 spots down on this, so we've got 106 spots left to go for me to give away that Mr. Clemente card. Hey, what's going on, Donald? Good to see you, brother. Hope you are doing well tonight. No problem, Donald. We don't take attendance. No penalties for being late. But you may want to be here on time next week, because I'm going to try to watch a couple of movies between now and next week, and we'll do some 80s movie trivia. I want to be here on time so you can get maximum opportunity to win some free break credit. Oh, very nice, Preston. What are you sending out to grade? I think I mentioned to you guys before, my first experience with SGC was very positive. It was a quick turnaround. Lots of good communication between them and me. Didn't take them 4 months to unbox my package and acknowledge that it arrived. From the day I shipped to the day I got it back was under 3 weeks. Cannot complain about that kind of service. I still have an order sitting here on my desk that I want to send in. I think I've shown this card off many times before. This card probably has little value, but this is my first big card when I was probably, I don't know, 10 years old or something. I thought I had hit the lottery when I bought this at an antique store or wherever. Well, hey, Karen, special card. It's in super rough condition, but I thought it was about time I put the specific card that I remember the most from my childhood in a slab and treat it with a little respect. Timothy, I've kind of switched that direction. Of course, my collecting habits after I filled the Ernie Banks run has kind of switched a little bit more to focusing on pre-war Cubs cards. A lot more of those are SGC rated to begin with. But I do have some Ripken quote-unquote error cards. Really nice looking Griffey. Pulled from, actually this is the Griffey that I pulled from one of my mini Fleer packs. A couple Jeters, some Harper rookies, some Trout second years, some Jacob deGroms, Mr. Herbert, Zion, Acuna, another Acuna, Diaz autos, 2018 gold with a Acuna and Trout. This is Julio Rodriguez auto. Oops. Some Patrick Wisdom autos, a Derek Jeter foil card I got in a trade at one of my shows. Some of Acuna's younger brother autos. So that's what I'm looking at. Keep saying I'm going to send that in, but I just keep forgetting. Oh, I see Gaudy and Pee Wee Reese. Oh, a 33 Hack Wilson, 53 Pee Wee Reese, and a 66 Sutton rookie. Presses, those are some really nice cards. I hope you take some pictures and share them on the Vintage Breaks buy, sell, trade board. Show us the results. I've added to my wish list. I've decided I want to get some. I want to get iconic. The iconic baseball cards. That 53 color Pee Wee Reese is definitely on that list. I've got a couple bids out on some here and there, trying to add to the collection. Get Mr. Steele some more 89s. Looking for Ken Griffey Jr. Yeah, the Jeter unfortunately has got like a weird pressed line in it, so it's not going to grade very high. But with him officially being in the Hall now, and next year he's supposedly going to have that documentary come out, even a low-grade foil is going to be worth a few bucks. All right, I would need some help from my hockey people. Who are looking for an 81 hockey? Is this a Gretzky or bust proposition, or what? Yeah, it might grade just authentic. I think it'll just grade low. It'll probably be like a 2 or a 3. Yeah, the kid that was trying to trade, I forget what I traded for as part of the trade deal. Originally, I was thinking it was worth a couple $100. I'm like, dude, it's got this, creased line in it. It's going to come back like a 2 or a 3, buddy. All right, Curry rookie. Thank you, Eric. Always nice to get a little assistance from the Vintage Breaks family out there. Oh, it's not quite a personal for you, Ryan. We got a one-spot hero in here. Okay. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charles G. from Vintage Breaks West. And we're breaking a 1981 Topps Hockey Pack, 168. We have one spot hero, so we're going to have to randomize our list 3 times. Good luck to Mr. Ryan Steele, who has the Lions share of this pack, and our one spot hero, Brian Johnson. Good luck, sir. 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. All right, Brian's going to get spot 12. Mr. Steele will get the rest. There we go. First card for you, Ryan, right here. And we're looking for a goalie card out of here to give away another spot on the bingo board. We got Don Maloney, spot 1. Again, all these but card number 12 are going to Ryan Steele. Anders Kalur. Well, let me know if any of these need to be card savers besides Curry or, I'm sure, Goretzky. Mike O'Donnell. Centering on these is a little bit off so far. Bob Daly. North to south looks pretty good, but east to west, not so much. We've got a super action of Rick Middleton. We've got Tony McKegney. Oop. I'm sorry about that. Good thing it wasn't the next card. Tony McKegney. That's why we penny sleeve them as fast as we can. Up next, however, we do have the Edmonton Oilers. Wayne Gretzky. The scoring leader, Mr. Wayne Gretzky, with 164. Fortunately, the upper right-hand corner seems to have a little bit of a ding on it, but it is the scoring leader's card with Mr. Gretzky. Congratulations, Mr. Steele. Pretty well centered. A little bit off north to south. But that upper right-hand corner, it's got a little, you can kind of see it there in the camera, just a little bit of tweak to it. But still a Gretzky nonetheless. I forgot to put the penny sleeve behind it so they know what number it was. There we go. Got ourselves a nice third-year Gretzky. Peter Stansky up next. Peter does not want to go in the sleeve. There he goes. Spot number 8. This is Stansky's rookie. Well, let's go ahead and card saver them then. Thank you, Eric, for being on top of it. He's a little bit off east to west and north to south. But a rookie card for Mr. Ryan Steele nonetheless. We've got Wilf Pamente. Scoring leaders for the Maple Leafs. And we hit, out of all packs, we hit a Charlie Simmer in spot 10 for Mr. Ryan Steele. So Mr. Ryan Steele's going to take down the Charlie Chucker Charles spot on the bingo card with a Charlie. If we could only find a goalie. We've got Peter Stansky here. Wait, was that the... Yeah. So we got both of Peter's cards. This is the scoring leaders for the Nordics. So we got both varieties of Peter's rookie card in the same pack. Got a lot of the scoring leader cards in this pack. Spot 12, this is the spot going to Mr. Brian Johnson. It's going to be Rick Kehoe of the Penguins. There we go. I'm kind of partial to the name Charlie, Charles, or Chuck. And our last card out of the pack is Dennis Murk. Scoring leaders card for the Capitals. That's going out to Mr. Ryan Steele. All right, and that wraps up our 1981 Topps Hockey Pack number 168. Thanks for watching. Let me double check there wasn't any goalies in there. Nope, I don't see no goalies, my friends. So we're going to have to do another hockey pack or a soccer pack to find ourselves a goalie. So let's see. Yeah, so we're still left with a 90-2000 pack on the board, 2001 or later pack, basketball pack, find a goalie still, and find a catcher. You guys really don't want to open elements, guys? I thought that was a pretty good bounty I got going on. Especially if you act quick and sell it out and get the 2001 or later spot, too. Yeah, I definitely appreciate the cards in an SGC holder, I think, now. Preston, I've got a couple things that are on my watch list. I'll probably tonight or tomorrow take a more serious look at it. There's a couple of the team postcards that I'd like to have. I do have one of the team postcards already that they have up for auction, but I don't have one in a slab. So that's kind of one I've got my eye on. I've got my eye on a couple other little things, but nothing like like the auction before last. There's like a couple that I had. Well, I didn't end up winning, but one of the cards. But there's several things that were like I really would love to have these. This was not so much, but RA's got it. There's a ton of stuff that I guess if I had unlimited funds, I would like to have. But there's only maybe 15 or 20 things that are on my watch list that I'll probably come to a serious decision here the next day or two to look at. What about you, Preston? Are you looking at anything? Or is anyone else in the chat looking for anything? I think on the last RA auction, Crisco and I ended up bidding against each other on a couple things. Crisco has maybe deeper pockets than I do, so he won outbid me for a couple things. Mr. Phillips, the bounty on the elements boxes, there's only 3 spots remaining last I looked, so those 3 spots get prizes. I'll randomize those 3 spots. First place, we get a 1962 football set break spot and a 1987 Topps football pack. Second place, we'll get a $10 break credit plus a 1987 Topps football pack. And third place, we'll get a $1,000 VIP spot. Plus, you'll get, if you act fast enough, you also get a spot on the bingo card here underneath the 2001 or later pack spot, because you'll be the one that sells it out if you buy all 3 spots. And you'll get a metric ton of 89 Donruss packs to go Ken Griffey Jr. hunting at your leisure. Yeah, Jeff Spellman, I mean, some of the big auction houses have got usually have so much nicer, higher end stuff sometimes that you won't. Well, I mean, not to say you won't find them on eBay. It's just they don't appear on eBay as often, I suppose. Ooh, a Cracker Jack card, nice. Yeah, so back to we were talking earlier about. I was looking to start putting iconic cards in my collection. So the 53 Pee Wee Reese is one. I'd really love to get a 48 leaf Babe Ruth. I think that's another super iconic card. Yeah, I'd love to get a 52 mantle, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. What other cards do you guys hold as like super iconic baseball cards? Preferably vintage to pre-war. Yeah, so those are the two cards that are kind of on my hit list for iconic cards that I'm looking for right now. Is the 48 Ruth and the 53 Pee Wee Reese. 53 Pee Wee Reese is obviously much more affordable. '56 Topps Mantle is a beautiful card, for sure. The 56 and 55 cards are, in general, a really nice set. Oh yeah, Hank Aaron, 54 Hank Aaron's, it would be on my list. Let's see here. James Phillips says he's gone and done something. Let's see what he's done. Take a look here. Like I mentioned before, the website's being a little slow for me on my end. So your purchase hasn't shown up yet, but I'm sure it'll roll through here at any moment. I'll go grab some there we go. Get some stuff ready to go. Oh yeah, the Gibson rookie with the pink halo. Yeah, that's a beautiful card, especially if you could find one with a kind of a clean color background. There you go, Mr. Phillips. Took a minute to roll through here. All right, so let's see here. About the last 3 spots, and you got one extra spot to get you over 400. All right, let's get you some packs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I do this wrong? Yeah. There we go. Your purchase has granted you 20 $89 packs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep, 20 of them. A 2.5 Aaron is beautiful. How you been, James? I haven't seen you around for too long, or for a while. So I'm gonna have to find a bigger bag for you later, but we'll set these aside. And don't you guys fret. Charlie G's got you. Because we're not going to let Sam outdo us on the 89 Donruss product, are we? These are coming from my personal stash. You usually sleep. Yeah, you're an East Coaster. Open them with no Griffey, no need to send. All right, I will do that for you, sir. Tomorrow I'll do a little recording for you. All right, made a little note here. I'll only send the Griffies. No problem. That's right. We can't let Sam do that. Also, these guys are going to be headed to you, James. Get all this stuff wrapped up here real quick. Yeah, Shaw Dooley, I mean, definitely, stick with, the bigger reputable companies out there. REA is definitely a top notch. It's just usually stuff you can't, I mean, that comes up, I guess like I said before, it's not to say it doesn't come on eBay, it's just usually what's in these auctions is very hard to come across on eBay on a regular basis. Yes, you did, Mr. Phillips. You're going to take down that 2001 or later spot. So we'll get that taken care of too. What's going on, Mr. Mattiacci? Just prepping this Panini pack, making sure I get Mr. Phillips all of his prices. I got to get him a VIP spot here real quick. $1,000 VIP spot. There it is. There we go. All right. $1,000 VIP spot. And a $10 break credit. Oh, there it is. All right. James, I've got the 287 packs in the box to ship north for you. You've got the $10 break credit, $1,000 VIP spot, and I almost forgot about your set break spot. 1962. There it is. And 62 set break spot. There it goes. All right. All the prizes have been awarded for you, sir. Let's see here, Jason. Yeah, Sean. I mean, I have actually gotten some really good. I won't say. I've got some really good deals sometimes on some of the big auction houses on lesser known players. I mean, like obviously Babe Ruth's always going to go for big money, but some of the other players like Warren Spahn or anybody else that kind of era that's. I mean, I hate to say Warren Spahn's he's just not on the same tier as Ruth. But sometimes I've been able to get some sneaky good deals on low grade stuff on REA or other of those big auction sites. So you gotta kind of pay attention and sometimes you can sneak one by. Okay, let me get this in the break queue. James Phillips, I think we all sometimes suffer from that problem. That's why over the last couple of years, this pandemic, I've really taken a hard look at my cards, and I'm down to, my core collection is. People ask me how many cards I've got in my personal collection. I'm like maybe a couple hundred, because I've focused myself down. Going for quality over quantity. All right, I think we are all set to go with this box. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we're breaking this 2021 Panini Elements Football Box number 20. We're going to randomize our list. Got a 6. Good luck to Matthew Tidmore, Jace Mancini, and Mr. James Phillips, who's got the last 3 spots, who's watching us live. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, James is getting the first 2 and the last. Matthew's getting 3, and Chase is getting 4. Good luck. I'll put this offer out there at the beginning. I am interested in any Justin Fields cards. I believe Wiz Cubby pulled the really nice one I pulled out of the last box, and he did not want to sell. All right. Yeah, Sean, those comics are pretty awesome, man. I definitely enjoy getting them. I'm not sure where one goes to profit from doing comics, but we need to find that out for you, brother, so you can start getting that. Oops, looks like it fell through. Empty box. Big box, little pack. First card's going to be right here on top for you, James. Mr. Townsend, it's a promo, so for every $21 you spend on the site, you'll get a pack. We're trying to outdo Sam. He was giving away a couple $89 packs, so I said, you know what, we're gonna show him how it's done in the West. All right, empty pack. First card right here. Got a gold Jared Goff card. Get a couple other sizes of. I don't have many of the smaller sizes. Let's see. I think this one will fit in a card saver just fine. Jared Goff, gold for Mr. Phillips. Up next, we've got an Elijah Moore, numbered to 199 rookie. I'll take a look here. It's numbered 250 of 250. The Goff is numbered. I'll show that off here in just a second as soon as I get Elijah Moore put away. Elijah Moore. It's hard to see, but it's numbered to 199 there in the corner. There it goes. And then, yeah, Mr. Goff. Their number on the back. So this is 250 of 250 for Jared Goff. And it's the gold. Very nice. And I forgot to number these before I did this, so let me number them on the fly. That was card number 1. I was excited to break it. I've been wanting to break this back for a while. All right. Up next, spot number 3 for Matthew. There we go. Up next, we've got ourselves a Kyle Trask Buccaneers auto out of 10. Maybe the lowest numbered card that I've pulled out of these so far. There we go. Rookie neon signs, Kyle Trask. Spot 3 for you, Matthew. Oh, that's strange. There's usually not this many metal cards in here. Up next, we've got a Terry McLaurin. Another metal card. This one's numbered 7 of 75. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sam wasn't born in 89. I was the ripe old age of 10 in 89. Oops. My camera has a hard time focusing. There we go. Terry McLaurin. This is for you, Jace. Numbered out of 75, 7 to 75. And our last card for James is going to be a plutonium of Tony Gonzalez. This is numbered out of 94. This is number 90 of 94. Tony Gonzalez, plutonium. I wish this camera would focus better on these shiny cards. Numbered to 94. And that was card number 5. And that wraps up our 2021 Panini Elements Football Box number 20. Thanks for watching. Well, thank you guys for selling that out. These are really cool cards. I like these metal cards. This is Elijah Moore card. It's just beautiful. Very cool stuff, guys. Get this wrapped up and put away. That's interesting, Sean. Yeah, these are really good looking cards. I do like this series. I keep thinking about, I mean, you guys know I'm a dedicated, just, vintage baseball guy, but open up some of this stuff. It's like, man, maybe I should buy a couple of these for myself just to open. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, so let's see here if anybody else made any dippage. No dippage just yet. So we still have a couple things left on the bingo board. We need to open a 1990 to 2000 pack. We need to sell a basketball pack. We still need to find a goalie, and we need to find a catcher. So only a couple more spots on the bingo board. And let's see how we're doing on the Clemente. We're down to 82 spots. We still have 82 spots at $21 a spot to give away this really nice looking Clemente, guys. It's from Mr. Leighton Sheldon's stash. Looks like it's really good condition. Well centered, off north to south. Good edges and corners. Looking good. So that is our prize right there with 82 spots left to go. Let's see here. Add a little incentive to the next person that spends a hundo. Next person that spends a hundo will get this 1988 rack pack with Mr. Jim Hunter on the top. Bert Blyleven. Yep, that's it. Jim Hunter and Bert Blyleven are on the top of this 1988. Next person to spend a hundo we'll take home that rack pack. So you get that rack pack, and you get 5 $89 packs. Yeah, so we were talking about REA earlier. Here's what I'm looking at. This is my saved list. So a couple of these postcards, team postcards, I just think they're fascinating. You get the whole team in one picture. This is the one I already have this postcard, but the one that I have isn't slabbed. But you get a postcard that's got Mordecai Brown, Pfister, overall, Kling, Schultz, Tinker, Evers, Chance, all in one picture. So I think that's a really cool thing to have. I'd like to have one that's slabbed, so that's why that one's on my list. Got a couple T206s. Usually I'm just looking at T206s because I haven't quite dove into that realm yet. Got a couple Fatimas that I'm looking at. I already have these Fatimas, but wouldn't mind having some more of them since they're so rare. Also, I think this is a cool card. It's probably gonna go more than what I'm willing to spend on it, but it's a Ty Cobb, Nielsen's Chocolates. Really, for a one, it's a really beautiful card, and it's a Ty Cobb from 22. It's 100 years old next year. The reason it's a 1 is mostly because of the back, I think. Looks like it got peeled out of collection. It's got some writing on it. And a couple of things. This is probably the one I'm kind of excited about. We'll see how much it goes for. But this is a 1948 dramatic debut of Mr. Jackie Robinson. So that's something I've been looking at. I'm not sure I'll bid on it because it's getting a little pricey. It's already up to $1,100. Just a nice pre-war Cubs guy here. I already have this card, so I'm just looking to see what price-wise. And then some set cards, Monty Irvin. Other things I'm just kind of looking at to see what they go for. So that's what I've got on my watch list. Let's give you a little insight into what I'm looking at. Pre-50 cards going up at the same rate as later. James Phillips, they're not going up at the same super fast rate that Ultra Modern was, but they're going up at a very steady rate. If you look at any one of these cards, like on VCP, let me see if I can find a decent example to show. So let me pull this over here so you guys can see it. Yeah, it's hard to say. So, like, I'll look those up here in a second. Let me take the bingo board off so you guys can see this better. So this is the 1948 Ruth, arguably a super iconic card. This particular one I pulled up here is a PSA 3.5, but you can see how the values, over the last couple of years have definitely trended up pretty quickly. Tend to be the lower grades that seem to be having similar growth. Again, it's the last couple of years is you could buy this card at a low grade PSA 1.5 at 2019 for $900, and now it's up to near $3,000. So let's look up your card here, the 1948 DiMaggio. So the 48 leaf DiMaggio, I don't know what grade you happen to have it in. But again, kind of the same thing. It's a little bit slower than the Ruth. Like I mentioned earlier, I hate to say DiMaggio's a lesser tier, but I would think most people would argue that Babe Ruth is like the absolute top, and Joe DiMaggio's that kind of next level down. Okay, so we'll look at 4 so we can see what you've got. So the 4 looks like it's held pretty steady for a long time. There's a dip here. But as a good sign, one just sold for $3,500. So it is trending up. You can see if you spread it out, it is definitely on an upward trajectory. It's just not quite as a heavy upward trajectory as the Babe Ruth. I think the higher you go up in the grades, the slower the trajectory is. It's the lower grades that are getting a little bit faster of an upward trajectory right now. I mean, it's the iconic baseball card, though. It's a beautiful card. But I think what's happening is that people are realizing that based on eye appeal, there's a 3. There's a lot of value in these lower grade pre-war cards. Because not all threes are alike. Not all twos are alike. Yeah, sure, Mr. Spellman. For you guys who don't know, this is a VCP, Vintage Card Prices website. I have a subscription so I can see all this data. I forget how much it is a year, but it's not terribly much. And it's a super good resource. It gives you all the recent sales, where it's sold, even holds images for all the various grades. It's much better for vintage than it is ultra modern. Mr. Sean Dooley dipped his toe into a 77 cloth pack. We've got one spot in a 77 cloth pack that needs to be claimed. We'll get that opened up for Mr. Dooley if somebody wants to help him out. Alright, Mr. Spellman, I'll look that up here in just a second. Alright, 56 Clemente. So I can spell tops right. White back. Alright, 7.5. So the 7.5 they don't have very much, they don't have any real records on recently. The last one they have a record of selling was in 2019. That's one rough thing about half grades. That's why I try to steer clear of them. But we'll go ahead and look at the 7 and the 8 on either side. So it's been staying pretty steady. Is what this looks like to me. Let's spread it out here a little bit. So he's held value $800,000 a year ago. It sells very frequently though. 700 up to 1,000. Then it peaked obviously in March, April. So the last couple sales have been just under $2,000, $1,700, $1,400 in that neighborhood for a 7. But you have a 7.5, so I'd look more at an 8. 8's kind of trending down here after earlier this year. So right now it looks like 3,600, maybe 4,000 would be a good estimate for an 8. So I'd probably put you at a 7.5, depending on the eye appeal. I would personally estimate it maybe 25-ish. Give or take. I tend to be on the slightly lower than halfway between for the half grades. Half grades are just tough. And also just I'll look up your BVG, Nick, here in just a second. But they do break it up into PSA, SGC, GI, BVG, and qualified ones. There's definitely more sales data on the PSA ones than the other grades. Just Spellman, the site does cost money. It's not terribly expensive. Off the top of my head, I don't remember what it is. So so if we'll do a comparative analysis here, so a 4.5 Ernie Banks has been selling recently for around $2,000. 4.5 PSA. BVG 4.5. One just sold for buy it now. It looks like for $3,000. So what you can do is, what's kind of cool about it is you can pull up the image of it, so you kind of see. Yeah, you can kind of look at the image. So that one sold for $2, but the one before that only sold for $1,900. So you can kind of check out the difference. So this one's got much rougher corners than that other one did, but it's got much better centering. Personally, if it was me, I'd rather have this card, even not looking at the pricing. This one's much better centered than the other one for $3,000. I think this $3,000 one's not gonna. This has to be. I mean, maybe it is. I mean, I know the these cards have gone up in huge value lately because I'm trying to find a 6 or a 7 for my personal collection. So this one's got really nice corners on it, but the centering's way off north to south. So I'd question the authenticness of that sale, but it did sell on eBay, so who knows? Because it seems to be pretty far off base, considering that PSA 4.5s have sold recently for $2,000. So I think a more reasonable estimate, in my personal opinion, would probably be closer to the $2,000 number. Maybe a little more, a little less, depending on its particular eye appeal. And this particular card, I would classify the eye appeal more along, this card commonly has snowing in the face, and the centering north to south is notoriously off. And now that we've advertised for Mr. VCP, so Mr. VCP, if you want to go and hook me up with a free subscription as I advertise your product, that would be awesome. No problem, Nick. And if I recall correctly, you won that 4.5 Ernie Banks on Vintage Breaks North show earlier this year. All right, let's get the bingo board back on the screen, guys. We've got an hour and a half left in the night. We're still looking to sell a 1990 or to 2000 pack. Looking for somebody to sell a basketball pack. We need to find a goalie card, so that could be soccer or hockey. We also need to find a catcher card. JK's toe will turn the water green fume. Yeah, no problem, Jeff Spellman. I like to talk cards. I like to talk vintage cards. James Hill's got 90, it sounds like. Take a look-see as soon as it cycles through the system, Mr. Phillips. Jeff, probably not. I can't speak as much for Card Ladder or Market Movers is another one of the big ones out there. I know that the big difference between when I was looking originally between Market Movers and VCP was that the other Market Movers didn't have vintage on it nearly as much. So that's what made my decision for me, was that I was obviously more interested in vintage. I believe Card Ladder has a similar feature set, but I don't know what their database is like. I also like in VCP that I can put my collection in it, and I can add notes to it, so I can keep track of the serial numbers for the slabs, and I can put in how much I paid for it, and it automatically tracks value and stuff. It's a pretty cool thing. It's very powerful. Those other sites might offer the same features. I just don't know. My best mantle is a 58 PSA 3. I sold a 32 Ruth PSA 4 2 years ago. Oh, Sean, yeah, man, I hear you. I think we've all made that mistake, either in the recent years with how crazy the market's been, or in just years previous where we sold stuff too early. There's James's purchase. All right. James is going to take over the 1990 to 2000 spot. '90 Leaf Second Series. Grab that. I was young and broke before trains. What do you mean trains, Mr. Phillips? I thought you were an auto mechanic. For some reason, I thought you were an auto mechanic. Maybe I'm wrong. Ah, James, I would have loved to have that one. Those 71 Black Beauties are fantastic. Yeah, 71's a tough one. I'm still after a PSA 9 Ernie Banks, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. All right, I'll add 2 more Donner's packs to the pile here, James, for you that I'll break for you and send you the Ken Griffey's. Okay, let's see here. Not quite a personal again. All right, let's get this one going, guys. Let's see. We're looking for a catcher, basically. If that's the only thing we're looking for in here. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we're breaking this 1990 Leaf Second Series pack, number 82. We're going to randomize our list 8 times. Good luck to Mr. Steele, Townsend, and James Phillips. I think all 3 of those people might be watching live right now. I know Mr. Phillips is live in the chat. There we go. Good luck to you guys. There we go. Yeah, so say when you mentioned trains, my dad's a big train collector, post-war Lionel. First card for James right here. Timothy, I do have 1 Hoops Premium stock. For some reason, my order came with 1 of those. And so usually I get 4 of them, but for some reason they only sent me 1. John Candelera, spot 1 for James. Stan Belinda. Mike Fielder. Yeah, James, we're about the same age. Terry Mulholland. Greg Ganji. That's spot 5 for Matthew. Then back to Phillips. Doug Drabeck. Oh, I forgot to be looking for catchers, so we'll look for catchers here after we finish the break, guys. B.J. Surhoff. B.J. Surhoff is a catcher, so spot 7. So James, I believe you're going to get the catcher spot here. We'll just double check after we finish the break. John Kruk, I mean. Let's see. Mr. Townsend. Oh, 13 is what we're looking for. The next one here. 9. Jim Eisenreich. Mr. Howard Johnson. Spot number 10. Spot number 11, Brian Dubois. Mr. Larry Walker. Spot number 12 for James Phillips. Larry Walker. I have a soft spot, Mr. Larry Walker. Spot 12 for you. Spot 13, Brad Kaminsky. That was headed Mr. Steele in spot 13. Dave Justice. Is this Dave Justice's rookie card too? Definitely the heat of when I was a big Braves fan when I was living in Atlanta. Mr. Dave Justice. And Luis Sojo rounding out the pack. Larry Walker is the Hall of Fame. That's for Matthew Townsend. And our puzzle card. All right, that's going to wrap up this 1990 Leaf Second Series pack at number 82. Thanks for watching. Yeah, Frank Thomas is the big hit. The Walker looked pretty nice. Let me go back and check catchers. Pitcher, pitcher, outfielder, pitcher, shortstop, pitcher, catcher. Yeah, BJ Surhoff, spot 7, is a catcher, so we've satisfied the catcher requirement on the bingo board. Yeah, I savored Mr. Justice. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, I thought Justice was this is rookie. Yeah, I was a big Braves fan in those 90s. Yeah, very nice. That was a good pack. Very good pack, Mr. Phillips. Let me get you your extra bingo spot here now. All we need to do is sell it a basketball pack. I remember Justice, man. As a, I mean, the 90s, I was in, well, it depends on what part of the 90s. I was in middle school and high school in the 90s. Was definitely a big, Braves watcher and fan. I remember him being a big deal. Big deal. Looks like somebody was asking about a Hoops Premium pack. And I do have one pack here. That would satisfy the basketball pack if somebody wants to sell that out. I believe these are personal packs, so... yeah. Definitely Mr. Spellman. Let me see here. Alright, guys, we still have 80 spots left here. I'm not sure we're going to get to this. But we got 80 spots at $21 a spot to give away this Clemente. Yeah, Steve Avery was also hot during that time frame too, Mr. Spellman. Yeah. Yeah, he was a huge big deal in Atlanta at the time. Thank you for your purchase, Kyle. We'll get you a Donruss pack headed your way. Taking a spot out of the Upper Deck Hall of Famers box. All right, Timothy. I saw a couple purchases coming here. Let's see what you got. Timothy Scally, yep, you got the hoops pack right here under Rebecca Scallion. I'm assuming that's going to be you, brother. And we'll get you 3 of the 89 packs so you can go Griffey hunting at your leisure. Do I have 80 Hockey O-Peachy? I can check real quick. I don't think so, but I'll check for you. I know I have 180 tops. Every time I do my inventory update, I dread that I have one because 80 tops is the year where it's a scratch off. Oh, 81 is? Maybe I do. Yeah, I've got 80 tops, but not O-Peachy, so let me fix that. Yeah, definitely, guys, as always, thank you for asking. Yeah, I don't have that. Got a bunch of 78 hockey, though. Oops. Yeah, always feel free to ask before you make a purchase to make sure I actually have it. Sometimes somebody clicks the wrong button in the inventory and it goes to my site and 2019. Oops. Premium. Personal. Number 79. All right. Get this set up to break. All right, all we need to find now is a goalie card. I'm pretty sure we're not going to find a goalie card in this pack. I've seen Stranger Things, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen here. Price per spot for what, Mr. Phillips? Let me take a look here for you. Oh, somebody unclicked. Okay. 1980 Topps Hockey is $35 a spot. There's 9 spots available. You should be able to search that and find it on the website. Let me know if you have a problem, and I can. Actually, I can just go ahead and look for it here for you guys. There you go. I guess already circles around me to lots of energy drives are great. How about this, Mr. Phillips? If you go ahead and close out that pack of the OPG, I guess the North will have it open for you since they must have it. I'll go ahead and give you this spot if you sell out that OPG pack that I don't have. Or you can always look for something else. But unfortunately, yeah. So I'll give you this spot if you sell out that hockey spot. What's breaking? All right. Let's see. I got this. I got that. We're good to go. Welcome to Vintage Race. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Race West, and tonight we're breaking a 2019 Hoops Premium Solo Pack number 79 for Rebecca, also known as Timothy in the chat. He's using his wife's account now. Let's see what we can get. All right, let's see what we got here. I'll pin or sleeve all the cards, but I'll only show off the rookies. We've got a Marcus Smart, James Harden, Dwayne Bacon, Marvin Bagley III. Just stick it together a little bit there. Emmanuel Mudai. I don't know, maybe. Got the first name, Emmanuel. Kyle Lowry. Patrick Beverly. All right, got our first rookie of the pack, Casey Okpala. Casey Okpala, rookie. That's not somebody I've heard of before, but there you go. Jeremy Lamb. Marquise Morris Sr. All right, Mr. Spellman, you're getting lit tonight. We got Austin Rivers. You either. All right. Well, I'm not a basketball watcher, so it's not unusual for me not to know people. NBA City Wall. John Wall. I'll show that. That's a pretty cool looking insert. All right. Let's get some hotness out of this. The premium pack. So far, this pack has been kind of a snoozer, guys. But let's fire it up here. These, I believe, are the lasers. That's what they call them. All right, we've got Colin Sexton. Definitely cool looking cards, but not a rookie. Malcolm Brogdon. Yeah, Zion or Ja is what we're looking for here. But unfortunately, we're not going to get Zion or Ja in this pack, guys. Got Chris Paul, though. Barrett, yep. And that's going to wrap up our 2019 Hoops Premium Personal Sell number 79 for Rebecca Scallion, also known as Timothy. Thanks for watching. Timothy, I wish I did better for you, my friend. That was kind of a stinker. But you did get a bingo card spot, so you might be able to parlay that into a nice little prize at the end of the night. Plus, you might pull a Ken Griffey Jr. out of some of those Griffey packs. Yeah, Tim, you got, for your spin, you got three. Well, Rebecca's going to get three 89 Daughters packs, so you go King Griffey Jr. hunting. Alright, guys, we need to sell out a hockey pack to look for some goalie cards. Find us some goalie cards. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pull this out for the last hour of the show. We're going to bring out the Bingo Bounce Board game. Every $50 you spend, kind of get this position here, will get you a drop on the Bingo Bounce game. How this works is your order number ends in a consecutive number. So the end of your order number will determine what slot you get put in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. You're eligible to get a couple different prizes here. Lands over here, $5 break credit. Here you're going to get a pack of 19. What year were these? 1991. Upper Deck. This is where you could possibly find the super rare Michael Jordan super short print or whatever it was called, but they're very hard to find, but they are in this particular series. Or you get a 1988 rack pack. Be similar to this Jim Hunter pack here that I've got for the next person who spends a hundo. Or you get a BAM spot and another opportunity to get a 91 pack. That's right. Let me check Mr. Timothy. Let me hit the refresh on the website. No hockey has closed yet. So for the next hour, we're going to do the drops on the bounce board. So anywhere between a $5 break credit, 91 pack, 88 rack pack, BAM and BAM spots are up for grabs on top of the $21 a pack to outshine Sammy in the $89 category. And we got a lot of work to do if we want to give away this Mr. Clemente. Mr. Clemente's still got 76 spots in it. We've got an hour to go. That's right, Michael Jordan, super duper short print, available in these 1991. I don't remember which edition this is, but it's the edition that supposedly has them. Got to up the stakes here, bring it home here in the last hour of the show. We've had a pretty nice night, lots of chat happening, discussions, pack breaks, etc. So let's keep it rolling for the last hour. All right, we have rolled over to the next day now. Oh, really? Seattle's going to get the 2023 All-Star? All right. So that's what's going on right now. I also wasn't bidding on anything in the Hunt auction that ended tonight. That's another auction company that you guys can look into if you're looking for stuff. Hunt usually has a, I wouldn't say lower end, but they do tend to have more bulk lots and ungraded stuff than REA does. But they're a great auction place. I used to buy a lot of stuff from them before the pandemic. Pandemic, unfortunately, has pushed the prices up really quick. But they do occasionally have some really nice stuff, at least for me personally. They always have nice stuff, but not always stuff for me. Yeah, you do have a good farm system right now for Seattle. Let's see what happens long term for you guys. So who's going to take the first shot at the bingo bounce game and our first shot at getting a goalie card? Oh, so yeah, Tim. Hold on, let me. So there's kind of a glitch with our website, and our developers know it. We've been trying to figure out why and whatever. So when you hit this View US button up here, you'll filter for anything that I have. Unfortunately, if you hit any other filter over here, it breaks it. So you can't sort by hockey with Vintage Breaks West at the same time. It breaks. So I can tell you what hockey I've got. I've got my inventory list up here. So hockey-wise, I've got 1988 Topps and O-Pee-Chee. I've got 1985 Topps. I've got 1984 Topps. I have 1981 Topps. I have that single pack of 1980 Topps. I've got a 78 O-Pee-Chee, and I've got 76 Topps. That's what I have in stock. I also have the 2020 and 2021 SP Game Used box as well. Well, that is the extent of the hockey that I have personally in stock. However, I'll extend the same thing to you. I know that earlier Mr. Phillips was looking at purchasing the 1980 O-Pee-Chee hockey pack. I do not have that pack, but if somebody solos all 12 spots in one purchase, I will give you the goalie spot on the bingo board if you solo that. I won't be able to open it, but I will go ahead and give you this spot if you solo a 1980 O-Pee-Chee hockey pack with 12 spots. I do wish the developers would fix that search problem on the site because it would make everyone's lives a lot easier. But I know they're trying to do a lot of different things with it. Yes, service is found. The Plinko game is run for the last hour. Trying to spice up the last hour of the show, guys. I hope we don't let the bingo card die in the vine here, guys. We've still got a lot of spots. There's my finger. A lot of spots to go right here. We still have, I think it's 80 spots left last I checked. Let me go back. 76. There's still 76 spots here. So I'm not sure if we're going to hit that tonight. That'll go back to Mr. Layton's collection if we don't sell it out. That's alright. Hopefully I gave away a whole bunch of Ken Griffey Juniors to you guys. Or at least have a little bit of fun opening 1989 Donruss packs. Seems like the average demographic of my show is roughly my age, so we all could have a little nostalgia opening up 89 packs. All right. So what other baseball cards do you guys find iconic? We've talked about a couple of cards that I find iconic. I think you guys list off a couple too in chat. Mr. James Phillips says he's closed it. So let's give the website a minute or three to update the back end. Unfortunately, it takes a little while sometimes. Bum. Yeah, the 89 Griffies are iconic. Especially for, like people of our age group. Just like, I guess, for people in our age group, this card's also iconic, if it'd focus. The Ripken F-face on the bat knob. That card has shot up in value in the last couple of years. All right. Timothy's closed out a hockey pack. Mr. Phillips, I'm still looking for your sale. It hasn't come through quite yet. Yeah, the 85 McGuire is an iconic card for us. The 86 Canseco, that's a good card, yeah. Okie dokie, so Rebecca, aka Timothy. James, if it comes through, what I'll do, James, if it comes through, I'll go ahead and put 2 names here. I don't mind. So what will happen is if I put 2 names here, whatever spot 6 lands on, you both will get a prize. I'm good with that. I for some reason, if I remember right, your orders always take a long time to go through for whatever reason. But I'm only extending that offer to Mr. Phillips. Yeah, the Clemens is definitely another iconic card out there. All right, let's get you your ball drops. Your order ended in number 7, so you're going to get 2 drops from this spot here. All right, you've got a BAM spot with your first drop, and your second drop gets you a pack. So you're going to take home this 91 pack, plus you're going to take home a couple more 89 Donruss packs. If you James, if you close out the OPG pack, if you close the OPG pack, you'll have to wait till the North or the South has it. I can't remember. I don't know who has it, but they have to open it for. I can't swap it out for the Topps 80. But I'll still put you on the list for. I'll still put your name here with Rebecca. So you guys both win whatever prize that lands on. Yeah, it just comes down to what we paid for the product. We were able to buy a bunch of bulk for less. So I just can't swap them out for you, man. Believe me, I'd like to do that to break it for you, but I just can't do that. 1988 Topps. Oh, that's right. I've got it in the overflow because I got a bunch of them. It's the O-Peaches. I was huge in 89 Griffey was something special. Yes, sir. Let's see here. Get some sleeves. Got 12 spots in this one here. Yes, this is Hull's year. I believe it's Hull and Shanahan is also in this year. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West. And tonight we're breaking this 1988 Topps Hockey Pack, number 145. It's not quite personal. We have a one-spot hero. Yeah, Shanahan rookie. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. So we got to randomize the list 10 times. So Rebecca Scallion, also known as Timothy in chat, has 11 of the spots, and Mr. Tom O'Connor has one spot. Good luck. We'll randomize it 10 times to see where Tom lands. All right. Looks like Mr. O'Connor is going to get spot 7, and Rebecca, a.k.a. Tim, is going to get the rest of them. Let's see if we can find a Shanahan or Hull rookie. Nice way to kind of cap off the night because we're getting pretty close to the end of the show. First card for you, Tim, right here underneath the gum. All right, Clark Gillies. Centering off the bats. A little off left to right. A little off north south too, I think, but we'll see what we do here. We've got Sylvan Turgeon. About the same centering. We got Haken Lube. It's not kind of an unfortunate name. Spot 4, Dirk Graham. How about a Mr. Mark Howe? Isn't Mark Howe a good player? Sounds vaguely familiar to me. Mark Howe. Pretty sure he was a good one of the good players in hockey back in the day. That's headed to you in spot 5. We did hit a goalie. Oh, Gord. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Gordie Howe. Giles Malachi. A for well, that's true. You know, that's a sticker card. I mean, football didn't get love. You know, at least football cards didn't get love in the 80s or 90s. Football really didn't give much love until in the last couple of years, really. Pierre Turgeon, spot 7. That's the one that's going to Tom O'Connor. All right, and the rest of these are going to Rebecca, a.k.a. Tim. The centering is definitely improved as we've gone through this pack. Chris Celios. I've always alluded to Charles' late shows as like a bar where we all... That is absolutely true. That's how I like it. Just hang out, have a good time. That's a Turgeon rookie card. All right, I'll sleeve that up here in just a second. Brian Mclaren. Well, Mr. O'Connor is going to get a rookie card then, apparently. There you go. Sleeved up that Turgeon now. Thank you, Eric, for being my... That's Chris's rookie, too. I got card savers, man. I'll just card saver it up. Yeah, the Bo card. 1990 Bo. The horizontal card. We got Steve Conroyd. Not Chelios? Oh, well. He's sleeved now. We're not going back. Peter Klima. Ah, Chelios is 84, so we're way off on that one. All right, last card in the pack is John Anderson. Mr. Anderson. All right, the rest of our 1988 Topps Hockey Pack, number 145. Thanks for watching. All right, with that, we have closed out the bingo board. Excuse me. All right, the bingo card has been filled out. Oop, I forgot to give you your BAM spot. Rebecca/Tim, let me get you that real quick. All right. Timothy, I put that underneath your account. For whatever reason, Rebecca's account didn't show up on my Break of Maniacs bonus thing. So I put that under your Timothy account. Yeah, that bow card's pretty expensive in a high grade. Alright guys, we've got about 40 minutes left in the show tonight. I'm going to go ahead and take the bingo board off the screen since it's filled out. We still have the every $20 you spend, you'll get an $89 pack. We're going to have the bingo bounce drop for $50 spins until the show ends at 1 a.m. Still haven't had anybody spend a hundo since I announced it for a hundo for this rack pack with the Don Mattingly on top. And the pack of the night is still the 82 tops. Doesn't look like anybody wants to go LT or Ronnie Lott hunting. But that's okay. Alright, looks like somebody was dipped their toe in. Mr. James. James is going to pick up the 88 rack pack with Catfish Hunter on top. Plus, you're going to pick up a gaggle of 89 Donner's packs. 5, 6, 7, 8. Preston, I'm missing 2 Cubs Fatima cards. I'm missing Wildfire Schultz and Zimmerman. Those are the only 2 Cubs players that I'm missing. Evers was not a Cubs player that year. I have to find you, James, a bigger bag to put all that into, so we'll set that aside for you. This back now, I got a little more room. That did sell this 77 cloth pack, so we can open that up. That is my last 77 cloth pack I've got, guys. Yeah, also, Preston, for reference, there's only 8 total Cubs cards in the Fatima set of 1914. The team card's 1913, but the individual player cards were 1914, and I've got 6 of the 8. Pull you a Griffey rookie. Same gum deal. All right, Timothy. If I pull a Ryan, I'll eat the gum. All right, and your order ended at an 8, James. So we're going to drop the ball from the 8 spot. So that'll be the 7-8 slot right here. You get 3 drops. You got yourself a 1991 Upper Deck pack. Look for the MJ Super Duper short print. Second drop, you're getting a BAM spot. And third drop, you're getting another pack. All right. All right, so these are going to go in your stack over here, James. And let me get you your BAM spot before I forget. Hopefully I'll pull some Ken Griffey Jr. rookies for Mr. Phillips. He's got like 22 or 23 89 pack series one tonight. All right, James, I've added the BAM spot to your account, so you should be good to go there. Cloth pack. Alright, this is the cloth pack that we got split between 2 people. 2 men enter. Let me get the numbers on these beforehand. Post-it note ready. Okie dokie. Let's do this, guys. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we're breaking this 1977 Topps cloth pack number 309. We've got it split between 2 folks. We're going to randomize the order 3 times. Good luck to Mr. Sean Dooley and James Geis. 1, 2, and 3. All right, James will get the first one, and Sean will get the second one. Little 2-card pack. Get those names on the screen. First card will be on this side underneath the gum. That'll be yours, James. Well, excellent. The way the cards were inserted into this particular pack. The cards are on the back side, so that means the gum will be, or the cards will be protected by the checklist card. We're going to throw away. Oh no, I'm going to keep it because I did agree to, if we pull the Nolan Ryan, I will eat this gum. Ooh, I did not get the Ryan, but James Geis, you're getting a nice one here, Mr. George Brett. George Brett is off center, unfortunately, which is extremely common with these. But George Brett is going home to you, James. That's one of the big hits out of this product. Congratulations, sir. Also, that white line you can see on there is just a piece of the cloth from the bottom that's just on top of the card. Not damage. And then our second card is Dan Ford for Mr. Sean Dooley. That means I do not have to eat this disgusting gum. And that's headed to you, Mr. Sean Dooley. That concludes our 1977 Topps Cloth Pack number 309. Thanks for watching. Yeah, this gum is disgusting, guys. Yeah, that Brett's nice. Brett's a hard one to find. Finding anything centered, actually, this is really hard to find. And now I'm officially out of 77 cloth packs. I'm not sure the North... well, I don't have any more. I don't think. Let me check. No, I do not have any more cloth packs. If the website says that I have cloth packs, I do not. Let me check. Yeah, I do not have cloth packs anymore, guys. I'm going to take them off the site. I might have messed that up when I was doing my inventory earlier, guys. No more cloth packs. Sorry. I am out. All right. Let's see. You're talking about the modern hockey that I have? Sure, yeah, I can send you a link to that. Just a moment. It's this product here. 2021 hockey. And apparently it's hidden on the website for some reason. Did somebody buy it? Let me check to make sure nobody just bought it. Okay. There it goes. We'll just make sure it doesn't sell out. Huh. Okay, I don't know why it's not on the site, but here you go. I'll put it back on the site. Somebody hid it for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. All right, that is the link to this this is the modern hockey product that I've got. Show off some of the other stuff. What do you mean the other stuff I've got in the boxes? I've got so many SKUs, I've got to move stuff around now to get to stuff. So yeah, they're all in order. We got 76s, 78, 79. Oops, yes. This is all baseball. We've got 80 baseball over here. We've got some 76. All right, have a wonderful evening, Mr. Spellman. We'll catch you next week. I'm sure I'll run into you in one of the other shows. Got some 81 Cellos, 82 Fleer, 82 Donruss, 82 Tops, 83 Donruss. Got all sorts of good goodies over here. Sounds like I need to go through and do a real good scrubbing of the website for my inventory though, because it seems to be all kinds of messed up right now. And I apologize for that. That makes it hard for all of us. So we talked about iconic cards. What about what's your next like big Grail card that you guys are after right now? What's your next like kind of big you're kind of saving up for want to find one of? I think personally for me that would probably be like the Babe Ruth I talked about earlier, the 48 leaf Babe Ruth. Also really want to get a 1953 Jackie Robinson PSA 5 to go with my PSA 5 Satchel Paige. I think that pair on the shelf would look really good next to each other. Those are probably my next two big card purchases that I'm like planning for. Sometimes you find something that you weren't planning for that you gotta hop onto. But at least those are my planned ones. I'm still saving up to buy those. Sean Dooley, how come the T205 and not a T206 tie cob? You prefer the gold border T205 look? The 6-1 Mantle is a beautiful card. Obviously, be very similar to Mr. Clemente up here, just with Mantle's a beautiful face on it. Yeah, I would agree. I like I think the T205 cards are more attractive generally than the T206s. I'm personally currently smitten with the T204s. See if I can pull one up here. I think Arya had one. Yeah, I do have a couple. Yeah, these cards, I have one on my shelf, but I'm not going to get up and pull it down. I bought the Frank Chance at Nationals this year, and what you really can't tell in this picture is that it's an embossed card. And it's just beautiful. The gold filigree work. Real photos. And from 1909. And they're just beautiful cards. And semi reasonable price. $100 for a 112-year-old card. I mean, who knows what they'll eventually sell for? But my Frank Chance was a little bit more expensive than that. 1949 Bowman Roy Campy. Yeah, a Campy would be nice too to have. Yeah, I've started to have more of appreciation for the 48, 49 Leaf in Bowman cards. Part of I know earlier I mentioned focusing my collection, and while I love the top stuff, I've started to really like the pre-war stuff, and especially like the oddball stuff. Yeah, Sean, the stars are scarce and expensive. Yeah, I paid almost $3,000 for my Frank Chance one. It's also in a high grade for those. It's a 5. But it's just a beautiful card though. It's a real photograph from 1909. Yeah, as opposed to a T206 or T205, which are artist renditions. That's what kind of draws me to the Fatimas, is they're real photographs. I suppose that's also part of the reason why T204s, Fatimas, Willard's chocolates are all so extremely hard to find, because they are real photographs. There's way less of them printed. I'm also kind of personally looking out for Turkey Red Cubs cards. I think Turkey Reds are really cool. They're artistic renditions, but they're just kind of works of art. Alright guys, we've got another 20 minutes to go for the night. Anybody else want to make a final purchase to get some Bingo Bounce Jobs or some more 89 Donners packs? Or possibly a shot at winning the $50 break credit I'm going to give away at 1 a.m. Of course, I'm still buying Nico Horners. I still have... they keep grading more and more of them, but I still have roughly half the population of the Nico Horners X-Fractor PSA 10s. I also have roughly half the population of PSA 10 Nico Horner Chrome Rookie Autos. So I continue to root for a Nico. Oh, Sean Dooley, I totally agree. I would love to pick up a old judge um, of I mean, they do have Chicago old judges, but I mean, I obviously like a Chicago old judge in good condition. And I definitely think when you're talking about cards from the pre-war, especially early pre-war era, eye appeal is what it's all about. I know we've showed off on this show many times. We've talked about it over and over again. is eye appeal. You can find PSA 1s or SGC 1s or authentics that are beautiful looking cards, and the damage can be isolated to the back or something you don't even really see in the once they're slabbed up, and you can get incredibly good value, for a card that's 140 years old, potentially for a reasonable price. And I'd feel much better dropping $400 or $500 or $1,000 on a old Judge, a card PSA 1, PSA 2, than I would on a Ronald Acuna Jr. foil or something, PSA 9 or 10. Because there's not going to be many more of those old Judges found. Yeah, Preston, definitely if you're going to, step up and make a purchase like that, I would, I would rather have, I think I don't have it handy here, but I've showed off, like, my Fatima 1913 Fatima team card of the Chicago Cubs that was PSA 1 because it had a corner missing altogether, but it's super crisp, great picture quality. I'd rather have that than a PSA 3 or 4 that was super faded. I'd rather have a whole corner missing off of a card and great picture quality than a crummy picture quality and a card that had super rounded corners. Yeah. I mean, it's a piece of history at that point. And I know I mentioned before I'd like to have a Chicago Judge card, but quite honestly, as just a piece of history, I would probably, if I ever saw or found one of any player that was a really good eye appeal for a reasonable markety price, I'd probably buy one just to have it on my shelf to say this is where it started. With Heritage and RA tend to have those on a fairly regular basis. I usually have a couple, but they do go for a princely sum. Also, more than often than not, they have some have them in higher grade, which goes for princely sums. Thank you for your purchase, Alex. Dipping your toe in. That'll get you 2 of the 89 Donners packs. Plus, your order ends in 9. You'll get 1 drop on the bingo bounce game. We'll see what you get. You got yourself a BAM spot, sir. And for those of you who may not know, the BAM spots get you a shot at winning when that closes out. When we randomize that list, top 5 win prizes. First prize on that is $1,000 break credit. So BAM spots are nice. It's not a card, but I have an 1888 artist die cut that I love. I'm not familiar with what that is. I also like the original Allen and Ginter cards. Even the sports ones. And that's what I love about nationals, guys. I think I know I've mentioned this before. I'll mention it again. I'll mention it in the future. Is when you're at nationals and you're walking around and looking at all the tables, especially the pre-war stuff, you will run across stuff that you've never heard of before, never seen before, and you'll buy stuff. That's why I bought that Ramley T204 card. I'd seen them before, never in person, and in person they're so beautiful. Uh, I bought a Willard's chocolates from another big show years ago. It just you find odd stuff. It's it sometimes gravitates you, like my Cub bobblehead guy back here. Yeah, that's what's cool about going to super big mega shows like the Nationals. Um, you can find stuff that you've never seen or heard of before. So early baseball die cut litho set. Okay. I like early lithography. I know I've mentioned it before on the show. Yeah, my dad's a huge Lionel collector, and he collects railroad memorabilia. So he's got a lot of really beautiful lithographs from the late 1800s, early 1900s of railroad scenes. And it's just beautiful. The stone lithograph artwork that can be done. All right, while we're waiting to wrap up the night, I'm going to go ahead and run the bingo prizes. So we can go ahead and get that out of the way. Feel free to make some more purchases. I will break it if you buy it out. Let's see here. Let me bring this over here so you guys can see it. Get this all prepped up. Interesting. Yeah, some of that odd stuff from the turn of the century is kind of a mystery of what it was and where it came from. Okay. Put the bingo board back up here. All right, everybody, we've reached the end of the night, or at least close enough to the end of the night, but we've already sold out the bingo card, so I'm going to go ahead and randomize the list to award the prizes. I've gone ahead and copied this list of names and the prizes over to a Google Sheets right there. So we're going to go ahead and randomize the list. We're going to randomize it 10 times. All right. Once I randomize the list, first place will get a 1975 baseball rack pack spot. Second place will get a 1950 Bowman baseball set break spot. Third place will get a $1,000 VIP spot. Fourth through sixth will get 1967 baseball set break spots. And seventh through 10th will get 1966 baseball set break spots. Good luck to everybody. 10 times on the randomizer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and our order at 10 is Rebecca, also known as Timothy Scallon, gets the 75 baseball rack pack spot. Ryan still gets the Bowman spot. And Rebecca, also known as Timothy, gets the $1,000 VIP spot. And the rest of you guys will get break spots. Set break spots. Congratulations to our winners, and thank you to everyone who participated. I'll award those prizes after I go off the air tonight. Now that you mention, I know I've seen early, like, pre-war die-cut lithographs. I think I know what you're talking about. Are they ones that where the players like came in like groups? Where it was like 3 or 4 players in like one connected piece. I know I've seen some that have been cut apart in like where it's like 1 or 2 players. But if I remember right, they're supposed to be like 4 players like in one continuous die cut. Or maybe 5, I don't know, or 3s only. So the one that I'm thinking of had them like interconnected. Okay, all right. Yeah, I know what you guys are talking about now. I want to say, actually, let me see here. Let me see here. I could have sworn I saw those in a recent auction. No, maybe not. But while I've got it pulled up, since we're at the end of the night here, see, these are the old judges that I'm used to seeing. Is I'd love to have a Cap Anson old judge, but that's just super faded out. These are also the slightly later ones, the 1887 ones. I mean, right now they've got 9 days left on these particular cards, but yeah, we do $100 and $600. I like these two. These are the old Judge Goodwin's Champions ones. These are beautiful pieces of art. These are just amazingly beautiful cards. Yeah, 7.5 for a car that's 140 years old almost. The person that got that card, stuck it in a Bible, and that's where it sat for 100 years before somebody found it and sent it to get graded. All right, guys, we've got a few more minutes left of the show. As always, if you happen to sell something out that I haven't stocked to break at the last minute, I will stay up to break it. If not, we're going to run the $3 all-night promo, give out a $50 break credit here in a few minutes. Stick around to see if you're the one who wins. Well, let's see here. I won't say it's easy, but oops. Check a few years real quick and see if we could find an old one. we go. At least on PSA's website. So, well, you can't see it because it's cut off, but this is 88 N28 Allen Ginter, 88 N29 Allen Ginter, 88 1962 or N162 Goodwin Champs, 1895 Mayo Cut Plug N300s, then 1906 Fan Craze American League. On the population report, oops, on auction prices. The population report, there are 77 total 10s from this, the 1906, this series. That's a Cy Young there, PSA 9, for a card that's 117 years old. Obviously, the PSA Pop, when you search this way, doesn't show you every single set available, but a set from 1906. Although these are dated 1904, but PSA says 1906. But whatever. I mean, that's pretty freaking old to have PSA 10s available. That's just wild. I know there's some way to get to the population report where it'll show you all the various series that they have pop reports on, but it's late and I'm lazy. Alright, 1 minute to go. I think the person who first owned that didn't have electricity, indoor plumbing, car, light bulbs, nothing. That's very true, Sean. When they were opening that, they were. I guarantee you, the first person to handle that card had a cigarette in their mouth or a cigar. And 99.99% of the chance, if he did have it in his mouth at that time, he was about ready to put one in his mouth. And he was opening it via candlelight if it was at nighttime. And he probably didn't shower that day or the day before. I mean, it's just amazing to think 100 years. You know, how much has changed in 100 years? Even more so in the last 140 years. All right, guys, we're ticking down the final seconds here. Speak now, forever hold your P's and Q's. I'm going to go ahead and set up to give away the $3 all-nighter for $50 break credit. No problem, Preston. It is a pleasure to do. I enjoy doing it, especially when we've got chat happening, lots of interaction. That's what makes it fun for me, is the interaction. I try to pride myself in making sure that it's a. I think somebody else earlier mentioned like as a Cheers bar scenario where we all just kind of hang out and have a good time. Just make one last check here. All right. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and we've reached the end of our program tonight. We're going to give away a $50 break credit. You enter this, you had to spend at least $3 on the website. Every $3 you spend, you got a shot at it. We're going to randomize this list. First person on the list will get a $50 break credit. Thank you to all of you who participated tonight. We've got ourselves at 8 on the dice roll there. We had 445 entries on this. Let's see what we get at 8. All right, and the winner at 8 is Look at that. Rebecca Scallion, also known as Timothy, gets a $50 break credit. Congratulations, Rebecca and Timothy. And thank you to everyone again who participated. All right, let me award that break credit, and then we'll say our good evenings. Yeah, Sean. I mean, yeah, this is what I like with the show when there's people in chat and we're talking and kind of getting things moving, and the occasional breaking of stuff. It makes it a very pleasurable experience for everybody involved. All right, for some reason your name's coming up, Timothy, so I'm going to put the $50 underneath your name, Timothy. So it is in there. You are done. We are good to go. And on that note, we didn't sell out the Clemente guys, so that's going to go back to Mr. Layton's personal collection. Maybe we'll see it again on another show. But in the meantime, I appreciate you guys being around. This is what makes Vintage Breaks West possible. You guys hanging out with me, making the chat fun, and selling out some products here. From time to time. It's all about we gotta move some stuff to keep me on air. But we had a wonderful show this evening. Appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, take it easy out there. Wear your mask. Be nice to each other. Wash your hands and all that good stuff. And I'll catch you next Monday night at 8 p.m. And I'm hoping I do 80s movie trivia. I'm going to make a concerted effort to try to watch an 80s movie, and we'll do trivia on Monday night and on Wednesday night. So you guys have a safe one, and I'll catch you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.